G'day folks, Tony again here for more Star Control 2. Folks, we are on our way down into Spathi space towards the system Epsilon Gruis. Apparently around the moon of the solitary planet in that system is where the Spathi homeworld is. And perhaps it's about high time that we try and get them on our side, considering that the Melnorb told us that it was entirely possible to do so. So let us continue on our way to accomplishing that goal. We have ourselves the ability to open a portal into quasi-space here from hyperspace. But seeing as we have very little idea at this point as to where in the galaxy anything is going to take us, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, at least for now, because it is on our way homeward. And of course, slinging on past there to get to the Pekunk before they reach the Yihut. Now, are we going to encounter Spathi vessels as we're inbound here? I mean, it is possible, but the Spathi, not known for their bravery, or for their willingness to engage. It's kind of all moot by this point because here we are. So let's see what happens. I am just going to save the game in case something goes horribly pear-shaped, because that would be a very tedious journey to have to repeat. For me, at least, in terms of trying to fill the airwaves with scintillating repartee. Although I'm not sure it can be repartee if I'm speaking to myself. Anyway, here is the planet in question. Let's see if we can duck in here without getting intercepted. Seems promising. So there's a bunch of ships orbiting around the planet, but it was the moon we were told to go to. So let's... Oh, they're fast. I keep forgetting how fast they are. Looks like we made it. So that's a good thing. And look at all those Spathi. We're definitely going to converse and see what they have to say. We did not expect to see you again so soon, Hunam. Our prognosticators had indicated that you would not return for at least 30 years. And now I fear they will lose their tenure as a consequence. How sad. I expect each had thousands of encrustlings to feed who will now go hungry. Here's an idea. Leave now and do not return until the appointed time. This premature visit shall remain our little secret, eh? Let's let's start with the top one. We come in peace and with goodwill, no doubt. We offer a hand in friendship. Join us and our many allies. We are too afraid of the Ur-Quan to consider such an alliance. They would most certainly punish us with extreme tortures. We're stronger than the Ur-Quan. You're better off with us. Hello, hello. Awaken from your dreamy state, Hunam. Now is the time for realism, not wild fancy. Yes, we are strong enough. Look at our Precursor vessel. Is it not unique? Yes, your vessel is unique, and here is the crux of the problem. A unique, meaning singular starship, is not equal to the task of destroying the entire Ur-Quan armada. If you had, say, 10,000 similar starships, we could take your boasts more seriously. Let's see now. I mean, let's keep digging down this rabbit hole. Look, what do I have to do to prove this to you? Destroy your entire Starfleet? Well, that would probably work. But I have a better idea. A test. One of those questy kind of things. I like that. Let's go... Well, that's a bit snarky, but let's go with the top one. Well, what kind of test do you have in mind? You must wipe the evil ones from the face of Spathiwa. Tell me more about these evil ones. Let us explain the sad history of our species. Once upon a time, many thousands of years ago, we inhabited the warm, safe surface of our home planet, Spathiwa. We were happy and content. During those golden centuries, we evolved from a primitive nomadic culture into a complex agrarian society. We learned to write on clay tablets. And we were well on to being able to read those tablets when the darkness fell upon us. When the evil ones came, creatures from the darkest pits of hell they were. They hunted our people, devoured them like tasty nodules. And we had no defense against them. Suddenly our culture became once more nomadic. We fled across the oceans from continent to continent, but the evil ones always followed. Spurred by our great need, we advanced from bronze to atomic technology in less than one of your centuries. But none of our innovations was a match for the evil one's natural cunning and ferocity. Finally, with no other option available, we fled our world and took up residence here on our own moon, where we have resided most uncomfortably for the last 300 years. Sure. Let's just go for it, shall we? We want to make a difference here and have some impact on the galaxy. Okay, I accept. Start packing your bags, eyeball dudes. You'll be home in no time. We will await your return with great anticipation. Simultaneously, we will prepare a short, poignant eulogy to mourn your demise. Well, I certainly don't seem to think much of our chances. So once more, we shall save the game. Because if it's as bad as the Spathi is saying, this could get hairy. Although if we have to land on a planet, it sounds like, then it's a good thing that we have all of our landing craft upgrades. We're going to get an event here, or no, we're just going to scan the planet as normal. Let's see what's down here. Not an awful lot. Energy-wise, also nothing. But in terms of biologicals, lots of stuff. My goodness, that's a lot of things. That's a ridiculous lot of things. Class 1 weather, Class 1 tectonics, so not a lot of danger down there other than the evil ones. And there do seem to be heaps of them. Are they move? They're not moving, thank heavens for that. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. There's a nasty for you. Okay, so they do bite quite badly when you get close to them, so we'll make sure we don't do that. They also only take one hit to kill, for which I'm also thankful. And I'm similarly thankful for the large hitbox on them. Goodness me, wouldn't this be... why did I not just do the wrap around? Anyway, this sure would be frustrating if they weren't stationary. So I'm a happy camper. Although given that there is very little challenge here other than moving around and shooting all of them, I am also a little bit curious as to why there are so damn many of them. Looks like some radioactives there we'll pick up because they're worth a pretty penny. So these are the fierce creatures that drove the Spathi from their homeworld. Clearly they look cute-ish, almost teddy bearish. Ow! Little more caution advised there, Captain Clapton. I think that's nearly all of them. No, there's 2 more to go. All right. And it looks like we're going to be able to take these to the Melnorm as biological material. So that's handy. I think we got all of them, so let's head on back to the moon and see what happens. Just going to wait for these ships to get out of the way. Good times. That seemed fairly straightforward. Is there any other stuff we're going to have to do? How go your foolishly courageous and noble efforts to rid the evil ones from our beloved Spathiwa? Although we lost many crew, we have eliminated the Scourge. This is wonderful! Too good to be true! We will immediately begin transporting Spathi from this unpleasant moon down to the safe surface. We shall send in crustlings, and the infirm elderly first as a special honour. Please come back later to receive your accolades. Okay. How much later, I wonder? There's not a lot else to do here. And I don't know what later means. So maybe what we might do is we'll just duck to a nearby star. Is there one? I'm sure there is. Gamma Gruus, Zeta Gruus. Zeta Gruus sounds cooler. So let's duck on over there. Maybe there's some stuff for us to... looks like a Slylandro following us there. Gonna be waiting for us when we come out. A single gas giant. This is going to be curious. If there are no moons around this, then we have nothing to do here. Let's find out. Awesome moons. Glorious. We'll do a couple of quick scans of this, and then I guess we'll duck on back and see if the Spathi are going to tell us anything. I don't know how long we have to wait, though. It's a problem. Ooh, look. Isn't that pleasant? Some exotic materials. Which is good because they're worth a bucket load. And they don't take up a lot of space. Which, considering that we're pretty close on... I think we're fairly close on our cargo hold being full. Yes, indeed, we can only fit just under half of another expedition ship's worth of stuff. So let's hope this here isn't bristling with good stuff. Or we might have to do some ditching of material. What have we got here? In a Tritic world, they don't tend to have a lot of good minerals on them. Those greens aren't too bad. Biologicals would be better, because... Actually, will they? Yeah, we can use them to buy fuel, I guess, from the Melnorm, which is going to allow us to stay out and about. Oh boy, that those evil mice. Isn't that a fun time? Whoa, and a big plasma-y jelly-looking thing. A bunch of them, in fact. And these are mighty hard to kill. So it looks like we're able to pick up... where is my... Sorry, I lost myself on the map there. Looks like we'll be able to pick up more biological material than minerals. I do like how these things kind of run straight for us as well. Which makes it a bit more straightforward to shoot them. Ow, ow, ow. So much ow. Come on now. You know I'm still going to get all of this eventually, so you may as well just give up and let me shoot you dead. Alright, almost there. Another mouse. Maybe we can get one more. Yep, and I think that's a full load. No, we can get plenty more of them. It's still giving us a... You see over on the lower left-hand corner there, it's still a full blue bar for picking up biologicals. So that's probably our best return on investment at the moment, I think. Although hopefully we're going to have some Spathi ships. Ah, damn, I didn't mean to pick that up. Some Spathi ships that we're going to be able to purchase fairly soon, and they're not too bad as far as ships go. Just a couple more to go here. We might ditch that grey piece of mineral stuff that we just picked up, because if we come across more degenerate matter... Did I just destroy that by shooting it? I did! Hey, how about that? I learned something. Fun times. Let's just take a quick look at that manifest. We did pick up some stuff that we don't want, so we're going to get rid of that. Goodbye. This is more things that I could use for more expensive things. The 1s, 2s, and 3s, I think, not worth our time. The rest of it, not too shabby. Alright, let's head on back to... Oh, those Pekunk are just getting closer and closer, aren't they? Let's head on back, whoops, to the Spathi world here, and we'll see if they're ready to talk to us again. I'm not sure how much time has passed since we were there. I think time moves at a different rate here in a system compared to out of a system. This presumably is a Slylandro. There's at least one day that's passed. Yep, and we're going to submit the destruct sequence. There we go. I don't believe we get resources for that, but it is a much quicker way of dealing with them without risking losing all those additional crew and various other bits and pieces. So it looks like 2 days passed on the way back. Hopefully that's enough days to mean something. Can we sneak our way in here without you getting us? It looks like we can. No! Damn you! This is not what I want. You know why I'm here? I'm here to talk to the planet, not you. Leave me alone. Oh, joy. Oh, happiness. We rejoice and make merry celebration of our imminent return to our homeworld. Yep. You are most heroic and helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Can I have something for it? But now I must return to our festivities. Please feel free to come back anytime. Hey, a deal's a deal. What about our alliance? Why don't you just wait a while, until after we are resettled on our homeworld? We can discuss details at that time. How long do you expect this to take? 10, 15 years tops. I don't think so. Am I correct in understanding that you refuse to live up to your end of the bargain? No, no, no. We are simply taking a more adult, welcome to the real world view of this situation. We cannot simply say, hurrah, and form an alliance with you this very moment. Surely you see that. You know, those creatures aren't dead. We have them in suspended animation. No, no, please. Exactly what kind of relationship were you thinking of? A mutually beneficial alliance of minds and might. That sounds good to me. Huh? An egalitarian fellowship of sentient life forms. What? The kind where you do everything exactly as we say. Oh, okay. We're quite familiar with that arrangement. Very well. I bet we will regret this decision later on, but you leave me with no choice. We will comply with your needs. A Spathi delegation will depart immediately for the planet Earth. Well, there we go. We did it. Go team. Let's save that game. What an accomplishment. We've done it. How magnificent. Let's head on back to Earth so we can sell a bunch of stuff. And then try and do a Pekunk intercept, although perhaps we might need to do that first. Yes, in fact, we might, considering the angle of what we're going for here. Let's chuff on down this way. As quickly as we can muster, it would be mighty nice if we knew if there was which quasi-space portal opened up in this vicinity of the galaxy, but we don't have that information to hand, so we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way of flying through mere hyperspace. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hello, Captain Ally Hunam. We are here in this place at this time. Just like you. How wonderful. I agree, how wonderful. Could you please go away? Goodbye, friend Spathi. I hope your journey is a safe one. Same to you. Good times. Maybe there's more useful info that we can learn from them, but right now, we have a species of bird folk who are off to do something foolish, and we've got to try and intervene before they presumably meet their demise at the hands of other bird folk who seem a little more military bent, a little more confident, a little less prone to being forgiving, one might say. It was quite some time ago in a different episode where the Yihad were clearly not happy with the Pekunk, so one would assume that if they were to meet one another, bad things would be happening. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to bounce the Pekunk back to their region of space. The last 2 times has been fairly trivial. Not even a nested conversation tree or any specific set of trickery or items that we need to give to them. It's merely a matter of telling them that it's a bad idea. So I'm hoping that we're moving faster than they are. Not seeing anything on the hyperspace map yet in terms of interceptions, so we are cutting this pretty close, I think. Oh, there is one. Let's just check the star map and see if we're in the right area. And indeed we are. So let's get back to... Whoops. Let's get back to navigating. We're going to duck over here and have a chat with presumably the Pekunk. Good times. We are dedicated to returning home to heal our dysfunctional species structure. We understand that you mean well, but there is nothing you can do to dissuade us this time. Okay, let's find out. Your trip is fruitless. The Yeeheart will blow you out of the stars. Let's have a look. No, we are certain that our Yeeheart siblings are spiritually prepared for our reunion. We shall proceed. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have options anymore. This looks like another one over here. Let's just have a quick chat with them. See if we get any other options. Yeah. Sure. Suit yourself. It looks like we're done on our ability to prevent this, so that's a fun time. If there's nothing more we can do, then I guess let's head ourselves back to Sol, where we can presumably make a bunch of money and hopefully get ourselves a heap of new starships. And I think it's going to be time to start rolling the dice on the quasi-space portal and see what region of space we end up in, and then see if there's see what the best thing that we can do in the particular area that we happen to pop out is. So that'll be a fun roll of the dice. I'm assuming whatever ends up happening with the Pekunk and the Yeeheart, we're going to hear about it somehow, somewhere. I don't know what we lose because of that. I don't know what we gain because of that. But considering that it's now February of 2158, we have approximately a year, I think, before things start going real bad. So we're going to have to do what we can in that time. Fortunately, I believe we have the full lore dump from the Melnorm. And we also have a full complement of gear from the Melnorm. So we can really just concentrate on zipping about the galaxy and trying to complete quests and get allies. Ah, Captain Clafton, I'm glad you're back. I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation. Captain, a delegation of Spathi has just arrived under orders from their High Council to form an alliance and assist us against the hierarchy. Good times. They have provided fabricated blueprint data for their Eluda spacecraft. Yay. And promise a steady supply of captains for as many ships as we build. Good times. Excellent work, Captain. Thanks, Starbase Commander, whose name I still don't know. Also, good news, Captain. With no announcement, a small fleet of Arululile popped into space adjacent to our starbase. Scaring the hell out of a deep radar operator, I might add. But right now I could kiss every one of those pale little weirdos, because they gave us 3 skiff vessels. Oh, cool. We've got them in our fleet there. Also, well, Captain, we have another problem. Goodness me. Your efforts on our behalf have been amazing. I truly believe that we may win this struggle. But these achievements have not been gained without a price. You're going to tell me about the cost of crew, yeah? Over 1,000 of my people have gone away with you on your ship and not returned. Sorry about that. 1,000, Captain. Yeah, rub it in. A crew are quickly becoming a valuable commodity, Captain. And I expect their RU cost will reflect this. Yep. That's a drag. What is the analysis of my recent acquisitions? The analysis reads as follows. Subject, quasi-space portal spawner. Data, device is a hybrid of different alien technologies, including Arelu and Ur-Quan elements. Our tests show that this device temporarily creates a weakness in the fabric between hyperspace and a different unidentified dimension. The energy cost for this process is extreme. And since the unit's power supply is self-contained, we cannot estimate how long it will remain functional. Interesting. Summary, the use of this device will permit a starship to make transit to a different dimension. The hazards and benefits of this process are impossible to gauge without field study. The next entry In the analysis is subject, Slylander probe destruct code sequence. Data, this is a complex sequence of program instructions. Using an encryption sequence similar in some ways to the rolling Fong algorithm. Summary, when a Slylander probe approaches, open a hailing frequency, wait for a response, and then transmit the code. This is old news, I've done this already. That's the end of our scientist report. Cool, I have minerals to offload. The Dank's cargo manifest lists those, them. Yeah, look at all those RUs. We don't need the bulletins again. We don't need background information. Goodbye, Commander. Bring back lots of minerals, Captain Clapton. I shall indeed. Let's go to the starship outfitting. Shall we buy fuel here or not? I'm not sure that is the most immediate thing for us to buy here, actually. We should definitely go to the shipyard. We should stock up on crew. Those Araloo ships, only taking 6 crew, but we should be able to get some extra ships. The Spathi eluders are worth 1,800. So let's do that. Let's get 3 of them. We seem to be going in 3s here at the moment. That means we're going to have to crew them up as well. So let's get amongst that. That means that we're going to have a bigger buffer area for us to be able to potentially move crew back onto the flagship as we move around. It's going to chew in a reasonable amount to our... a reasonable amount into our resource units. But I think we're going to be well enough off. We should... we've got under half of our fuel left. We can get to a large star pretty easily to trade with the Melnorm. So I'm actually feeling pretty confident we can just leave it at that. So let's depart the starbase. And it is now the 17th, which is the time when that portal to quasi-space opens. But we don't really need that because we can just jump into it ourselves when we're in hyperspace. So that's really the key. So let's fly out of the solar system so that we can be in a position to open that portal up and see where we end up when we activate it. Ooh, only just missing a planet there. So we'll shift a little bit over to the side here. But that is where we're going to have to leave it for this part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel. And you could also please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more Star Control 2.